Welcome back to another video, guys. CJ has made it to Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which is the sequel to the original Mortal Kombat. We're making this in anticipation for the brand new movie coming out on the 23rd of April that we're going to probably make a video on here at home because it does come out on HBO Max. So that's going to be amazing. I'm really excited for that because you guys know, those of you that know me, I am a huge Mortal Kombat fan and I'm trying to convert CJ into being a Mortal Kombat fan as well. I think it's succeeding for the most part for conversations that we've had away from the camera. We're probably going to talk more about them up in the upcoming podcast that you all know about that I'm working really hard on. But this is what we're doing today, is watching Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I know a lot of people hated this movie. I think it got like a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's one of the worst movies of all time. I'm not going to get too much into it because A, I don't want to jade CJ's opinion, and B, I kind of enjoy it just because of the fandom and the nostalgia. I know it's a terrible movie. I'm well aware of that, but we're gonna watch it anyway. CJ, is there anything that you're looking forward to in this Mortal Kombat, especially since you're coming off of with the first movie now and you kind of know who the characters are, you kind of know what they're all about for the most part, as opposed to when we got into the first one where you absolutely knew nothing? Is there anything that you're looking to get out of this sequel?
As far as being a Mortal Kombat fan is, or trying to convert me over to it, I don't think it's going to take much effort, because I always liked the concepts of it. I just never was super exposed to it. That being said, you know, comparing, just looking at the IMDb ratings of the two movies, the first one being a 5.8 and the new, Annihilation being a 3.7, you know, my expectations are low. I don't think it's bad. I don't think you're plaguing my opinion in advance or ruining. I think it's best to have low expectations going in. So I really like the first one. I'm expecting me to be either like super middle or I guess probably even dislike this one. But regardless, I definitely want to watch it. And I'm super excited for the new one whenever it does come out.
All right, I can accept that. You're going in it with optimism, which is always a good thing. Go in it with an open mind. I think you're going to enjoy it for what it is. It includes, a little, without giving too much, it includes a lot more of the characters from the games. Some that you may recognize from all the YouTube videos that we've been watching on like classic fatalities and all that kind of stuff, which was what I was referring to earlier about having conversations away from the camera. But we're probably going to talk a lot about Mortal Kombat in the coming weeks, not just because the new movie's coming out, but because we are enjoying the nostalgia of it and he is getting into the video games and all that. So I'm excited for CJ to watch this, and without any more talking, let's just get into it. Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
I love this song.
It's literally like, I think it's the saving grace of the franchise.
Nothing beats that yell, man. I'm getting Halloween Town 2 Calabar's Revenge vibes. This is rough.
New Sonya.
Oh, why'd they change the actress?
Johnny Cage has actually changed.
Yeah, what the heck?
Raiden.
I already like him better than the first one. Oh, it's so much worse. Look at the background, how it's like cut around his head, like green screen.
Yeah.
It looks bad. Oh, Sindel. I thought it was someone else. She reminds me of the female antagonist from the Power Rangers. What was her name?
Rita.
This is bad. This is real bad. I feel like they're just trying to do too much too fast. This is tough to watch, man. Johnny dies at the beginning of the movie? What the heck, man?
I always thought this part was really cool.
Dude, I get heavy Power Ranger vibes from this.
The crazy thing is that this movie had a way bigger budget than the first one.
But this one seems like there's way more like green screens and like bad flips.
You'll be moving so fast, it'll be as though you're not moving at all.
I don't think that's how that works.
There we go.
What? What in the world am I watching? This is a bald guy.
That's Shao Kahn.
What in the world is this movie? If nothing else, I love it for the pure comedy. Running with the devil. Did any of the characters that died last movie come back?
Yeah.
Bring back Johnny Cage. At that point, why'd they even bother making a new actor if they're going to kill him off in the first 5 minutes?
I really don't know.
That guy looks familiar. What was his name?
Well, he's one of the ninjas. In this one, he's Smoke. Here we go, first fight.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Those are her signature weapons.
I kind of like his design.
Oh, yeah.
You must go. There will be others.
That's a disappointing voice.
Choking Loving Khan's plot.
I don't like him as Sub-Zero. Costume's cooler than the first movie, though.
And the scar is the iconic part.
I think those ripple effects actually were pretty neat for especially its time frame. That's the first effect I'd say I liked and was sort of impressed by. That's awful. You know, Scorpion, I'm guessing, right? Yeah. And he's an antagonist?
Yep.
Oh, so he like puts out like a little doppel or like a little decoy in front of him? Just grab his leg and pull him up. Why? What is he, 12?
Like that Raiden's wearing a shirt from like Earthbound in the mall.
And the actor, I think, is a little bit better.
I love James Remar, so.
Yeah.
Thought I was supposed to be rescuing you.
That's a different Jax, too, isn't it? How are you going to put that shirt on? Oh, he just tore the sleeves off. Oh, I thought that was the same guy that we saw before. Smoke. Jax, I'm sorry. Or you just got these huge, ultra strong arms and you're trying to talk it out.
Oh.
You had one dude to take care of. She's taking care of like 5 or 6 of them.
Oh.
Ping! Oh, so it doesn't work on metal. What in the world? What is that?
I have no idea.
Self-destruct?
It's my animality.
Who is this guy?
Nightwolf.
Your great surprise.
Oh. He looks like Ultimate Warrior. And he's dead. That was bad. Who's this, Melina? What is up with these things? What in the world? Why are you punching him in the ass? That thing is so goofy looking. See, even that's not that bad of an effect. Like, if they stuck with stuff like this, it wouldn't be that bad. But there's some stuff that is just... Are they supposed to be like the elements?
The other gods, yeah.
Okay. Those are really lame ring wraiths. What in the world was that?
Who's the girl? Can she fight as good as she looks? What's the deal with your arms?
I'll tell you 1 minute. You dissing me already?
They're going to the, what was it called? The Outworld? So they're just external. They're on the outside of his arms. They didn't just replace his arms.
No, they're covers on his arms.
Oh, okay. So he's like the real boss that's kind of like hides in the shadows. Oh, is that him?
Yep.
Goro's girlfriend. I am a champ. Hear me roar. That's the bug alien from Men in Black. I hate that demon lizard centaur guy in the background.
But I don't know if I'm ready.
Dude, you could literally defy gravity while double kicking someone in the chest. I think you'll be fine.
I do not want to remember you this week.
It is not weak to value life.
Remember him next week then, not this week. Dude, if Jax doesn't destroy this dude in 3 seconds, I'm gonna be upset. Alrighty then. I hate him so much. It's so terrible. That's gotta be a move in the game, right? What? Now he's gonna listen to Raiden's advice. It's his biggest weakness. Oh, please recreate the Jax moment. Jax, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Animality. That was horrible. Good lord. His animality is a dragon? Isn't that in the game? Or what's he gonna be? A bunny rabbit? What in the world is this? Coneheads? Alrighty then. What was that sound? Oh god. This is horribad. I'm done. I'm leaving. I can't watch any more of this movie. Oh, they thought this was a good idea? Good lord.
And as it should be.
Mortal Kombat.
That was awesome. Mess him up, Liu Kang. Is that a fatality? What is going on? Oh no. Oh, they give him his power back and his immortality back?
So we just got finished watching Mortal Kombat Annihilation. We laughed a lot throughout it because, as most of you know, it's pretty cheesy. The movie actually felt like it was 40 minutes long, and it was actually an hour and a half. Definitely didn't feel like an hour and a half this watch around. I think it was because we were laughing so much. This is definitely the most I've ever laughed at this movie in the, 10, 20 times I've probably seen it. Although, with that being said, there's still parts of it that I do really like all the characters that we got that weren't in the first one, just to get to see them in the big screen, the nostalgia kick that still gets me. I think that this Sonya had a lot more lines, first of all, and she had a little bit more of a impact in the storyline, as well as like Raiden, who had more to give, and Jax obviously added a little bit more of the Johnny Cage humor to it. He had a lot of cheesy lines though, but it was still watchable. This movie is not very good by any means, but I want to know what CJ, and I'm sure you guys do too, what CJ thinks about it. So CJ, what did you think about Mortal Kombat Annihilation?
So, Mortal Kombat Annihilation was not a good movie by any stretch of the imagination, but if it's not comedy gold, I don't know what is. So the film wasn't, the story wasn't horrible, it's just like all the bad effects is really what makes it bad. A few cheesy lines, none of that ruined it for me. It was just how goofy everything looked. So, I mean, like, obviously we had a great time watching it. We were laughing the whole time. It's not something I would probably want to rewatch a ton, which I might rewatch the first one, you know, here and there, just because it's not something that's that entertaining as a solid story, in my opinion. But if you have some friends over, you're maybe having a few drinks or doing whatever you guys do, it's a great time. And you will sit and laugh for a solid hour and a half, and it will go by pretty quick just because of how much you're going to be laughing. Aside from that, the characters, I like Jax a lot. He was real cool, I thought, whereas he was super minimal in the first movie. I think I liked the Sonya from the first movie a little bit better. I was super disappointed by Johnny Cage just being killed off in the first 5 minutes. Raiden was maybe a bit better, but not too crazy. Liu Kang, in both movies, I can kind of take him or leave him. He's kind of a generic character for me. I get he's supposed to be the main protagonist, but he just wasn't too much for me. I'm sure for a rating, I'd give it like for just a movie, saying how good it was, probably like a 3 out of 10. But for how much I enjoyed it, a solid 7 or 8, just out of, like, again, comedic gold. It was super enjoyable, but again, not as like a genius masterpiece at all.
So I can see that 100%. Never really looked at this movie as a comedy until today. I didn't really look at it that way because I was such a huge Mortal Kombat fan. I'm really thankful to see it that way because I am well aware of the fact that this movie is not good. It is terrible. It is the reason why the franchise was dead for like 20 years or whatever it was. I'm really excited for the new one because it is a reboot, and it's something that needs a reboot because of the technology and the acting and everything else. And the franchise does have a broader audience now, like OG fans and then new fans and future fans. So the franchise does need a rejuvenating film, and we're hopefully going to get it next week. I really still think that this movie is important for someone to get into Mortal Kombat because of the humor and the fact that there is humor to Mortal Kombat. We talked about friendship and we talked about babalities before we started filming this video, and they were so cheesy that the movie didn't need it because the movie was so bad. I know that wasn't the intention, but that's definitely what we take from it now. At least I do. Hopefully you guys get a kick out of them. For those of you who are fans, let me know in the comments down below, who's your favorite Mortal Kombat character? What character are you excited for to see in the new movie? Which character do you want them to get rid of? I mean, anything and any thoughts that you have on Mortal Kombat, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, you can do what these guys are doing. These are the patrons to the channel. They are directly responsible and influence the growth as far as production value and just overall supporting content creators like me. If you'd like to become a patron and support the channel monetarily, the link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next week for the new Mortal Kombat that's just called Mortal Kombat. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.